Hi! I want to explain all the tick manipulation methods out there with a great detail. Okay, what I know of. You can tick manipulate mining, woodcutting, fishing, firemaking, and hunter. I will let you know how to calculate them if you want to know what is your more efficient XP per hour rate. First things first, 3 tick mining. This is the third hardest tick manipulation method out there. So don't be depressed if you can't do it at first try. All the skills are a bit unique, so I will explain when to do what and why. 3-tick granite is the same as 3-tick gem mining, so you can choose your own poison. In the first tick, you want to use the starting tick manipulation action, which can be swamp tar used on gum, harander, irit marantil or taromin herb while you have a pestle mortar in your inventory. Or you can use a teak log or mahogany log on a knife. In the second tick, you will move to a spot, and in the third tick, the mining action starts. You will receive the item on the fourth tick. At the same time, you should start the 3-tick action. Okay, now the whys. You want to start with a 3-tick action like fetching a teak log into a teak stock. When you want to move next to a rock you want to mine, this is important because if you are moving while mining, the action you want to do at the end of your tick will happen twice. This sounds weird, but at the third tick you will do the action of mining and it will happen twice. But you will receive only once the loot. So the basics are done. First, use the log on the knife or vice versa, then click on the mining spot, which isn't next to you, 1 or 2 tiles away from you. Then, when you get the ore, you start the 3-tick action again in the same tick. The other way to know which is less helpful, but it is an option, is to use Visual Metronome plugin in Runelit, which can be set to 3-tick. You start the 3-tick action when it shows the number, that number should be the same when you start the next cycle. So, for example, you use your knife on a tick log on the number 1. Then, every time you see a number 1, you use a tick log on a knife. At level 99, your rates will be 115k XP per hour with only Prospector, 127 XP per hour with Warrock Armor 4 and Prospector, and 124k XP per hour with just the Warrock Armor. Gemrock manipulation will be harder, but with wearing a charged glory you can get up to 129k XP per hour with Prospector with no tick loss. But it is kind of impossible to do. Warrock Armor doesn't work. So 100k XP per hour for both of them will be the more realistic goal, but it will be hard to achieve. Keep in mind that these rates are at level 99. Now, you can skip the next section if you don't want to know how to calculate your XP rates. As seen, at level 99 you can have these chances to receive the different ores, assuming there isn't separate rolls for everything. So, you want to calculate your XP per hour while moving. If you move, then you have 2 rolls for an item. But you won't receive it twice. Okay, so the fastest way to calculate the chance you receive at least 1 ore is to calculate when you receive none. In Excel, this will take no time at all. This will be the chance you receive none, and you want to receive none twice, so you want to square it. You want the chance of everything else happens, so you just subtract the number from 1. You see the chance of the action of any kind will happen when you did your 3-tick mining. Get the average XP of a successful action. You want to use the chances of a weight to express how likely which ore will you receive, then divide it by the chance of any ore you would receive normally. This sounds complicated, but it is just an elementary school level of a calculation. You want to calculate how many actions you can make in an hour. So 60 times 60 is 3600 secondum in 1 hour. 0.6 secondum is in 1 tick. So you make 3 tick actions, you have 3600 divided by 1.8, 2000 actions if you are perfect. To know your XP per hour, just multiply them together, actions per hour, chance you get an hour, and an average XP per action. You can see the dimensions of each variable will make XP per hour. So to calculate that with prospector outfit, just multiply it with 1.025. If you have both Varrock 4 and prospector, then multiply 1.025 times 1.1. And if you have just the Varrock armor, then just with 1.1. Okay, this is the XP per hour you will receive. Now, this is all done, then you have your XP per hour, and if you had understand it, then you can calculate any random action XP per hour in game. If you know the base chances, you are awesome. Okay, now back to the methods. Easier version of this is the 40 granite method. You can do it in the necropolis next to the Tombs of a Muscat. The quest is needed to get here, so do it. You will use an adamant pickaxe because it is 4 tick. You want to start mining an ore you don't want to get. The second tick, click on the rock you want to mine, which is at least 1 tile away. Then wait till you get the ore, and as soon as you get the XP drop, click on another rock next to you, which you don't want to get. And the next tick, you click a rock 1 tile away from you, and so on. You can only do this with adamant pickaxe because you start to miss tick manipulation each time you waste 1 tick. You can number your rocks like I did, and you can do this pretty easily. If you mess it up, then wait to deplete the actual rock you are mining and start over. If you do this at 99 with only prospector kit, it is 86k XP per hour without tick loss. With Varrock armor, with armor 4 and the full kit, you get 96k XP per hour, and with only the Varrock armor, you get 93k XP per hour. Again, this is at 99 without any tick loss. When you get the XP drop, and as soon as it happens, click the rock what you don't want to mine, and so on. Go on with the 3 tick fishing. 3 tick fishing is laying between 40 granite and 3 tick granite in difficulty. You start your 3 tick action. The second tick, you click on the fishing spot. In the third tick, you start the fishing. In the fourth tick, you get your XP and you start the next 3 tick action. Easy as that. You can easily drop your fish in the same tick as you started your 3 tick action. You will have time. And it will help you not to hurry with your second action. The easiest way, if you shift right click on those fishes you have caught and change the left click action on them to drop them. At 99 without any tick loss, it isn't hard, so doable. It is 115k without any outfit, and 118k with the angler outfit. Okay, now the 2 tick fishing. You can do what I told you to switch to left click action on the third fish and the tuna to drop. And try to set up your 2 attacking NPCs. I like to use the visual metronome to know which tick is on, but you can do it with sounds only. Okay, the setup will be the hardest and time-consuming part of this, so let's get started. You need a bow which have no ammo for it, and turn the auto relate on. You can use any non-damaging spell on the rats nearby. You will see 3 or 4 rats, 2 of them will be actually usable. Make sure your bow is equipped and have no ammo for it, then cast the curse or weaken spell on them. They will attack you, but rats can't hurt you. Okay, now you want to go next to the fishing spot and make sure they are attacking 2 ticks apart from each other, as shown in the video. If you did your setup and the fishing spot moves, then you can click diagonally turn your run or use control walk to the fishing spots. Set your visual metronome to 1 tick, so it will be changing white then to gray each tick. You want to click the fishing spot at the same tick as one of the red attacks. You don't need to click each tick just when the red attacks. It is easier to do if you drop your fish next tick. And then click on the fishing spot and so on. So for example, on the white you click on the fishing spot as shown, and gray you click somewhere in your inventory. It doesn't matter if you do something or not with that action, so you can just click on the spot where the fish will appear in your inventory and then back on the fishing spot. This is kind of the easiest tick manipulation method you can use. Just the setup takes a bit of time, but the XP per hour will be generous. Without tick loss, not counting the setup, you can achieve 107k per hour without any item on level 99 and 109k per hour with angler outfit. 122k per hour and 125k per hour with dragon harpoon, and 137k per hour and 140k per hour with crystal harpoon. The next skill is woodcutting. You can 3-tick as shown in the 3-tick fishing part. There isn't much to show here. You can do it with any tree, but the teak tree is the best XP per hour. You can get 127k per hour without lumberjack outfit and 130k per hour with it assuming a dragon axe. You can 2-tick teak trees. The setup will be the same as with the 2-tick fishing, but at least the trees won't move. So you won't accidentally screw up the lure. The only difference is that you can't just do blank clicks in your inventory, so you have to click on the ground or drop logs if you are not woodcutting. Here you have to click every click, it isn't optional. You can get 190k per hour and 195k per hour without and with the lumberjack outfit assuming a dragon axe. This is 200k and 205k per hour with crystal axe, so I don't think it's worth the trouble. The next one is 1.5 teak trees mahogany. I hate this method. It is kind of awful way to do with woodcutting. The trees will cut down at random times and it is the hardest method out there. Why do I say that? Well, it is kinda like 3-tick mining with all the elements to it, but the sketch is that the tree will deplete at random times. So you have to react to it and you can't just click on this tree and the next one and so on because it will deplete soon and you will remain with one tree only. The click boxes of those trees are horrible too. Okay, if you really want to do it, are you sure? Oh, okay. So first, you start your 3-tick action, then immediately you click on any tile next to that tree what you want to cut. Then you click back on the tree. I really advise you to do 3-tick granite before it, because it is really similar. If that goes well, you can try it with clicking next to the mining spot, and if you can do all the actions well, then you can try this madness. The random depletions will make this harder. If you can achieve somehow, I doubt that it could be possible to be tick perfect. You can get 250k per hour and 260k per hour with and without the lumberjack outfit and with teak trees. Firemaking. This is the easiest tick manipulation method of all time. I think you already done it. You can start it with starting a 3-tick action as always, then click on the spot where you want to light a fire and use your tinderbox on the logs. Then you can just use the tinderbox on the logs to light more fires. It will benefit from the 2 action thing that I told you about before in the 3 tick mining section. And that's it. You can move 2 ticks before you have to light your next fire, if you click as soon as you made fire. I can't speak too much about it, it is easy as heck, and you already done it, I'm sure. You can use firemaking as a 3 tick starter action too, but you will consume a log and the 3 tick will start after you lighted your log. Okay, now Hunter. You can set up traps and magic boxes, it is the same as firemaking. The trap planting will create 3 tick action period too. So for your first trap, you have to start a 3 tick action, but if you are in the 3 tick interval, then you can set your boxes every 3 tick. I usually don't go for chin hunting, so I just get some imps when I want to do hunter. It is useful because you can send any item to your bank anytime under 30 VLD, and you can store both the magic box and the imp in the box in the hunter's kit. Basically you create a deposit box. If you store the items by clicking on the item on the box, it is kinda buggy. It will create a separate magic box stack each time you do it. But if you click on the box, then it will work properly. If you want to use it like in the combat, not on the wilderness, then I have a tip for you. You can set the hunter's kit, shift click to empty it, and only store the imp in the box version of the item there. Then you can take out as many as you like with a 1 tick action. And then when you want to use items on it, it is a 1 tick action as well, but you can use it easily while in combat. And if you want to make one stack of boxes in your inventory, just drop all of them. And you can pick it up as a 1 tick action as well. If you have questions about tick manipulation, let me know in the comment section. Okay, that's all, bye.